When it comes to layers, order matters. Layers on top may hide or obscure layers that are down below. Making sure that they're stacked in just the right order can be critical and completely change the look of an image. Let's go ahead and work with layer order, and I'll demonstrate how easy it is to see if we don't have it just right. It's a tried but true analogy that layers are like pieces of paper on a desk. The order in which the papers lie determines what you can see of each one of those elements. The same is true with layers in Photoshop. Currently, we're looking at an image that has a picture of a family sitting on top of an image of a mountain. And that would be the order that we would expect, and it gives us the effect that we want. But it's very easy to rearrange layers, as well as to rename layers that allow us to work with the organization, especially in more complex images. Let's start by renaming. I really don't like generic names, so things like layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 really don't do anything for me. And the key to that is they're not going to do anything for you either. Especially with complex images, go ahead and put a good name that's descriptive. We can rename layers by simply double-clicking right on the name of the layer and typing in what we want. We'll call this one Family and press Enter to save the name. Now let's talk about that stacking order. The stacking order basically says the layer on the top is like the one that's on the top of the stack of papers. Anything below that may have portions hidden. If I grab hold of the Family layer and drag it down, we can see that now the family has disappeared. This certainly is not the effect that we want. Sometimes people accidentally rearrange layers and they end up adding the same items over again because they think it's not there when really it's just hidden. All that does is add to the complexity and the file size. So if you're ever missing content, the first thing I would do is try to look at your layers and see if maybe just the stacking order is wrong. In this case, we'll go ahead and move it back by grabbing hold of the layer, dragging it up, and magically the family appears again. So organizing your layers is important not only because that's the way it shows up and appears in the image itself, but also renaming the layers will help you keep organized so you know exactly which layer contains